Corpus search engine is a very useful tool for corpus analysis and task-based learning in the plurilingual classroom. It can be used in two different ways. First of all, you can use it to explore the TED corpus for task-based analysis. Let's see how. If, for example, you want to teach a clear lesson, let's say in astronomy, and you're not sure which TED Talk to use, you can, for example, digit the word astronomy here in the search bar and hit the search button, and you will see a list of possible TED Talks. Once you've selected one that you're interested in, you have a number of options. First of all, by clicking on the button here, Show All Segments, you will be shown where the word astronomy occurs in the TED Talk and the script of the entire talk. If you click on the second button, Show Talk Keywords, you will find a word cloud of all the common words you find in the text. And thanks to this, you will be able to decide which vocabulary needs to be pre-taught before you start the task. Then if you click on Play Video, before you play the video, you can check the words per minute and the readability. So in this case, it shows that the words per minute is very fast and the readability is quite difficult, and therefore decide whether this talk is adequate for the level of English or any other language in your classroom. Finally, this is the link to the direct URL. So this is the first way we can use this tool. Now let's explore the second way we can use it. As I said before, there is a second way we can use the TED Corpus search engine. That is to say, to search for specific words or collocations in the text. Now, there are a number of choices you can make here. For example, whether you want the video source to be YouTube or directly the TED website, whether you want your talk in translation or whether you want your talk in English. And then there are a number of advanced search. I will give you an example in a minute, but notice that if you scroll down and if you search for About Advanced Search, they will explain the advanced search syntax. So exactly what you have to do if you want to search for a lemma, for a specific part of speech, or if you want to use a wildcard. Now let's go back to the beginning. In the TED Talk that we selected before, one of the keywords was the word dome. So if we want to find out which collocations or which words keep company to the word dome, we can click on Ngram and search for the word dome. And here you can click on 2 grams if you want to see one word that keeps company to the word dome, or 3 grams if you want to see 2 additional words. So, for example, you can find common collocations such as in the dome, under the dome, or 4 grams. So 3 additional words. Finally, let me show you how to use a wildcard. For example, if you want to find out in which context, in which kind of TED Talks the word astronomy appears, you can use the wildcard asterisk. As you can find in the advanced search syntax, asterisk means matching variable length of strings, which means with an example, to asterisk surprise, you're going to find all the grammatical and lexical words that you can find in the middle between to and surprise. In our case, we want to find out what goes with astronomy and asterisk. Click the button Search, and we find, for example, a talk about astronomy and chemistry. Again, astronomy and chemistry, astronomy and music, astronomy and geometry, astronomy and education, astronomy and cosmology. Last but not least, if you go back to the top of the page and you click on constructions, you will find a range of common collocations and constructions that you find throughout the TED Talks. And if you click on any of them, you will find the advanced search example, and then you will find an example sentence. And if you click on the audio icon here, you can also listen to the sentence. I hope this example was useful and that you can integrate this tool in your plurilingual classroom.